Hi, my name is Laura. I graduated from Colegio San Patricio in 2003 and I work now as a journalist in London, and I also teach at a university. I think the biggest thing that I learned at CSP was to trust myself. My teachers taught me how to feel confident in my ability to learn things and to explain things and to do things. I can work for a national news network in London and I feel completely confident that I have all the capacity and all the skills to do it. Another big thing is English, obviously. All of my work is in English, I teach in English, I write in English, I write for television in English. It was the constant learning and practicing and reading at CSP that got me confident in my language skills as well. And if everything hadn't been taught in English, I don't think I would have the job that I do now, producing news, national news, for the whole of the UK that millions of people watch every night. Another one of the things that I learned at CSP was my love for reading. I remember librarians were always really nice to me, and there were all these little kind of reading clubs and reading competitions and story writing competitions, and that has built up into a lot of what I do for my job and my ability not only to read but to write interesting things, to recognize where things are coming from, and to feel confident that I can do that with people who've been living in the UK for all of their lives and for people from all over the world. A lot of the history that we learned in junior high was history of Europe, history of the wars of the world, starting from ancient Greece all the way through Henry VIII in the UK. And these are all things that I'm using every day on my job, and that has let me understand how the UK political systems work, where their historical traditions come from, and feel confident in my job. I miss CSP because all the teachers and everybody there, all the staff was family. They all knew me, they all knew my sister, they all knew my parents. And every time that I can, when I go back home, I go in and I just visit, because these people saw me grow up and they cared, and that really mattered. They really cared that I did well and that I did things that were interesting to me, and they wanted me to do well, and I am who I am as a professional and as a human being, as a journalist, as a photographer, as a human, yeah, because of what I learned at CSP.